Welcome out to the deepest, most inhospitable river valleys Tasmania has to offer. We're on day 3 of one of the most grueling prospecting missions to date. It took us an entire day to get our 4 backpacks of supplies into a location where we hit the gold hard. A honey hole that has currently produced over 5 ounces of gold, with the last day finding our largest gold nuggets.
What a weapon.
It's now day 3 at camp and we're just about to head off on our 4-kilometre journey from base camp back to where we found all this gold. We'll be utilising our portable dive compressors, which we use to get to the deeper gold, which so far has proven to be the larger gold. About 1:30 and those little midgy bites were just itching like crazy. I've had like an hour session just scratching. Really. Just about to have our brekkie, get organised for the day and get into it. Bit of wind last night too.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to rain today.
Alright, the suits are on, the pack's loaded up, we're about to set sail. This stretch of river had now become so familiar to us, and each time became a little easier to navigate, taking out some of the difficulty in getting to the location. Rob enjoyed walking the slippery banks, and I preferred paddling up some of the gentler rapids. However, getting through the major log jams never seems to get any easier. We'd now turned this section into a 2-hour trek. Although it was difficult, it was certainly rewarding, with spectacular scenery the whole way along. We'd now reached the honey hole yet again. It was time to gear up and see if we could produce any more beautiful displays of nature's treasures. I remembered the day before I'd found really good nuggets in just the smallest cracks in the bedrock, so this was my first point of call. However, it was short-lived. I converted back to working deeper ledges with gravel and the heavier concentrations of magnetite. Once a good amount of the bedrock underneath was exposed, the gold began to show up. I continued to work along this dropout zone, and there were good amounts of gold that continued to show. Once again, this beautiful basin of water was giving up the goods continually. I couldn't believe the size of this piece of gold just caught up in a small fracture in the bedrock. And after ripping into it just a little more, there was another nice chunk.
You're killing it.
Well, just then.
You've been in this spot for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, no, I had a little crack there with some clay that just kept giving up lots of fine stuff. I've got probably 2 or 3 that size now.
Oh yeah.
Crazy. You see where that was sitting?
Yep.
Continued to shovel the gravel away from this section of the bedrock to see if I could expose more cracks similar to the first. And sure enough, I did find another one, and it gave up some nice pieces as well. I then began working a large boil hole that had some rocks tight packed in it, so tight that they were almost what we call cemented gravels. Cemented gravels tend to break away rather than keep their alluvial rock formation. It takes so long to work this type of ground. And unfortunately, in this case, it didn't pay off. This is often the case, but sometimes good gold can be found in this type of deposit. I persisted with a crevice this time that had similar cemented gravels. And it did give up a few nice pieces. I began to work small fractures in the bedrock, and this awesome little nugget popped out. This nugget was very coarse, and a couple of the smaller pieces broke away from the main piece. This piece here was super coarse. But not only that, it's what they refer to as wire gold. I haven't found too many pieces like this before. It was super unique. It's a real wiry piece of gold, this one. This little patch was starting to add up fast. There were also good shows of osmiridium again, and I knew that I'd hit a little patch of virgin ground.
Got a really coarse, nice looking piece here.
By this point of the day, the fourth compressor battery was now flat, and we'd now been freediving for gold for the past few hours. As hard as it is for us to leave this spot, it was now time for us to make our way back to camp.
That silver stuff there.
There's like a pyrite or mica as well.
That's what I thought.
That's better than yesterday.
Told you. It's a huge day, mate. Well done.
I reckon at least 3/4 of this came from that last battery, and then the free diving.
Craziness. Day can change quick, can't it?
Yeah.
Just hit that right spot. Yeah, it's consistently chunky gold up there, which is good.
Yeah. So many amazing pieces. Can't wait to get home and have a look at them in closer view.
Good job, birthday boy.
Thanks, mate.
Happy you got some out of that spot.
Yeah, I'm stoked with that,
Gave
man.
up some more.
And the blue eddy came through, didn't it? Because this whole day was because of those
deep.
batteries. Yeah, 25.
I reckon an ounce. Levi's day 3. Oh. Wow. It's a pretty decent day. Nothing wrong with that.
That's massive.
Mm.
Well, I like
Fair
that
bit.
little square one.
Fair bit Aussie. Yeah, that was the one you came over and when I was plucking it out of that socket.
That's right, you had it in your hand.
Yep. Awesome. What a mess. All packed up, 2 bags ready to go, 2 trips. Gonna take one, come back down, grab the other. Gonna be fun. Sore legs. Stop your whining, Levi. What about you? Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I don't feel too bad actually.
Yeah, feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm ready to crawl into a bowl and die. Nah, it's mainly just my legs. The old quad's got a bit sore this trip.
The sun's coming out, we can recharge the batteries, hit the honey hole.
Oh yeah, if there was plenty of gold left up there, we'd keep going, wouldn't we?
I reckon.
Alright, you ready, boy?
Yo.
Let's do it. There's no better feeling than all the planning, the preparation and the execution of a huge journey filled with all the challenges and obstacles that nature had to throw at us. To walk home with bottles full of gold, but more importantly, the sense of achievement and knowing we'd return home safely to our families. So happy to see the car. I've been editing today and recovering from a 2-day trip yesterday and the day before. We went to a new river, crossed a massive mountain down in the southwest of Tassie, destroyed ourselves with cuts and bruises all over, me and Rob, and yeah, come out in one piece luckily yesterday afternoon. So I will be bringing that adventure to you guys soon on video. It will be an interesting one, so stay tuned for that. Why am I testing a new river? Well, the gold has slowed down in this series that you guys have been watching. That's the way these honey holes go. They don't last forever, and one day we'll return to it, but right now there's new places to explore, and that's part of what I love the most, is going to new places and creating new adventures, and it certainly pays off when you do that, as you have seen from this series. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Alright, we have the gold from day 2 on the left and the gold from day 3 on the right. There's a lot of osmiridium in there again. A couple of you requested that I take that out, and I probably will do that at some point. We'll probably use some different size mesh screens and most of the gold would get caught up and the osmiridium would then drop through, so that might be one quicker way of doing it. Might be a fun little project. We'll weigh up some of these nuggets. I'll start out with the smaller ones from day 3. 0.4. 0.68. This piece here is very hollow inside, very coarse looking piece. It was actually that piece that broke away with 2 other little bits that came off it when I scratched it out. .68. So if that was a solid piece, I would expect that that would be around a gram of gold. Because it's got those hollowings in there, it's much lighter. This is one of the bigger ones from day 2. I would expect about 2.5. Right on. Yep, right on the money. And for the big one, this one totally took me by surprise. I've already weighed it myself. There's a lot of quartz and ironstone in there. It's a real mix. When I first seen it underwater, to me it looked like it was an ounce piece. That refraction of the water makes everything look bigger underwater. I think the weight of this one's going to surprise a few of you. 7.65. I thought it was a much lighter piece than what it looked for its size. That would just be due to all the stone that's caught up inside there. If it was a solid piece of gold, I would expect maybe 20 something grams of gold there. It's very thick and it's got a lot of size, so if that was solid gold, yep, maybe even an ounce piece. Now we'll get that total of the 2 days. I'll start with day 3. Keeping in mind this was a 4-day trip. So 22 grams of gold for day 3. And we'll add day 4 to the mix. Hard doing this, no free hands. And we've got 37 grams of gold. Another amazing, incredible trip. Over an ounce of gold. I'm very, very spoiled, I know. And what more can I say? So for now, that'll be the final video of this series on that new river. I hope you guys have all enjoyed it. I have had an overwhelming response from everyone. You guys have been insane with the likes and the comments. Keep it up for me. Let's keep this ball rolling. It's on to new adventures now. Can't wait to continue seeing what I can do and seeing what else we can explore around Tassie and also soon to be mainland Australia. I'm going to be hitting the mainland to do some sniping up there. So I can't wait to put some of the skills that I've learnt down here into practice in some new terrain and see how we go on the mainland. Can't wait to meet some of you. But until next time, happy hunting guys, and bye for now.